For anybody listening, it sucks.
Yeah.
I worked my ass off organizing 4 people's schedules. I mean, the same thing happened with Bert. Bert has this dental problem. I have made him so many dentist appointments that he keeps canceling that I am losing my mind. So I've given it to his assistant, right? Assistant makes the appointment. Now it's going to the assistant. Still, he's scared of the dentist. I understand it in my brain. But at the same time, I go, this is like the 6th time you've done this. You've had a problem with your tooth since January. You are a grown-up. Go to the goddamn dentist. Come on. And then he goes to the dentist and they tell him what he doesn't want to hear. And then he tells me I called the wrong dentist. Again, I'm the asshole. Why didn't you just call this person? I go, hey, you know what? You don't have regular teeth. Why don't you call your childhood dentist who took care of your teeth your whole life? No, it's not going to work. No. Calls his mom. Mom says, why don't you call your childhood dentist? And he goes, yeah, maybe. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Why? I just said the same thing your mother said, but I'm, again, the asshole because I should have just done it myself. Really? Because I've been trying to get you to do it yourself since January. But when I do it and you're uncomfortable, I'm the asshole. This is happening everywhere. I had my whole therapy session was about this today. And she was like, well, they're not going to change until you change. And I'm like, how am I supposed to change? What should I do? Just go, I will not be doing that. I need help with communicating with my teacher. I will not be doing that. I'd like ramen. Have fun ordering. You know, what am I supposed to do?
Right.
Yeah, that's tough.
Right, because it is tough. Like, that is what you should do. But really, are you not going to be on Georgia to change the orientation? Because then what? She misses it?
Yeah.
Like, that's not a lesson that you can really let her learn the hard way, right? Like,
well, she can change it. We just can't get there because we can't get a flight now. Well, we're driving for 10 hours.
Do you know what I mean? Like, how do you, I don't know. That should be the lesson. But then the reality is,
but what's at the base?
Really the lesson.
And this was what we were talking about. The base of it is no one wants to take responsibility for what's going on. And everyone has the right, they feel, to be reactive where I'm concerned because I can handle it. So you can't be reactive to your chemistry teacher, even though you'd like to be. You can't be reactive at the dentist when the dentist says, no, we're actually going to have to like rip all your teeth out. It's not what they said, but can't be reactive at the dentist, but you can be reactive with me. You know?
Yeah, because you're the safe space.
Because I'm the safe space.
That's the tough thing about being a mom and a wife. We're the safe space. And
I don't want to be that safe. Yeah. Maybe I need to start wearing like a barbed wire suit and go ahead, give me a hug. Yeah. Let's see how that works for you. Because I feel like at what point does anybody have any reflection to go, that wasn't nice. So Isla actually came home the next day and did do that. Mm-hmm. She said, I'm sorry I reacted that way. I was really stressed and I'm really sorry. And I was like, I appreciate your apology. I'd like for it just not to happen. And she said, would you tell me how I should have reacted because I was stressed? I said, you could have said any number of things. You could have said, thank you so much for doing that. I'm not sure that's really what I wanted. Instead of, what? That's not what I wanted. And storming off. You're telling me the same thing, but respectfully. You know, thank you very much for doing that for me. Right. I'm not sure that's really what I need. I would have said, okay, you know.
My mom was a social worker, and she used to say that the kids who act out at school, the kids who are well behaved at school act out at home, and the kids who act out at school, it's because that is their safe space. So it means that home is chaotic and unnurturing, and you know, all of the bad things, and so it's a red flag, not because the kid is bad, but because it makes you wonder what's going on. So, you know, the fact that it shows what a safe space you are for your kids, that they can act out to you, because
so
kids who are being abused they're not in a safe space to act out and react to their parents like that. And so it is developmentally appropriate that teenagers are assholes.
Yes.
You know, they can be real assholes, and that's developmentally appropriate, but it doesn't make it easier as a parent to live with. Richard's always telling me like, oh, you know, when one of our kids is behaving in a certain way, or both of them, and I'm losing my mind, he's always like, yeah, but they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. And I'm like, I know, but I'm still a human being.
Yeah.
And I still have feelings. Like, I get that I'm supposed to be a mom and I'm supposed to be like beyond certain things. But like, ultimately, I'm just a person who also can be having a rough day and also can be having like my own challenges. And so, being screamed at is not helpful to me.
Yeah.